We're saying we're just coming off from the grand finals here. Had an incredible set with JWong versus Noodle. We're about to go to an interview with Justin, but first of all, we just want to thank you, Sukya. We want to thank of course, the Wednesday Night Fights team for making this happen. We want to thank Andrew, who's behind the scenes here, making all of this whole production work.
Yes, setting up right now, actually, a little bit. It making sure everything works and runs and makes sure that all the cogs are spinning and no cog is unfitted for the job.
Hey, man, and I'm just so proud of West Coast Canada, man, for showing up and for them to be part of the Wednesday Night Fights family. I think this is such a great new beginning to a journey that's going to keep going on until November 8th when the finals are at. So I'm absolutely stoked here. So I think Justin is just in the waiting room right now.
Hello, Justin.
Mr. Justin Marvelous Wong. How are you doing?
I am chilling, being a mom and a dad at this moment because we got COVID. Me and wife got COVID, so
it be like that sometimes. Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear.
I've heard Evo did have a couple of breakouts between all the communities. So if you guys went to Evo, just make sure you give yourself a quick test and keep yourself safe. Keep everyone around you safe. Hope everything's going great over there, despite the COVID, Justin. And congratulations on the win.
See, this is what I'm while I'm playing the top 8. She's going ham on me at the same time. Harper, look. See?
Hi.
He's going ham.
Wait, is Harper the reason why you cleaned it up coming in after the reset? Because Noodle really had your number at the start of that.
Noodle was cooking. I think it's more of just like he felt comfortable because like in the winners finals you could tell like he was just kind of playing my game instead of his game. But then he turned it up, and then it made me realize I was like, all right, Harper, I need you to, let me concentrate for this set before I feed you, type of thing. So yeah, there's that. It was fun. I'm glad.
The parent and the tournament destroyer, the Canadian now. We're so proud to have you be here as part of Canada, Justin. It is awesome.
We can claim you when you go out to win tournaments.
Yeah, that's right.
When I go to tournaments, I tell them to put the Canadian flag on.
What?
Yeah. Well, we notice, man. We're out here. We're sipping maple syrup whenever you're on stream, dude.
Yeah, if you look at the rooms, like. Everybody has a USA flag. Even your tournament organizer has a USA flag, and I'm like, bro, I thought we were Canadian.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
tell him, Justin.
I'm repping the Canadian flag in the game. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, let's
now,
go.
Speaking of in the game, I was actually talking with Bay Rudy about this because I actually had to kind of look into which character you played because all my like interaction with you and your Street Fighter 6 content has led me to believe you can play them all. Like all the characters?
Yeah, I got mastered with every character. And it's obviously for the YouTube content just because like I know there's so many players out there that they don't really have references on like, oh, like how do I learn this character? So I decided to take on my own to like learn every character so people can use like my footage as a reference on like, oh, this is what I should do. Because fighting games are hard, right? So that's kind of why I did the whole like road to master with like every character on my stream. And obviously when DLC characters I'll be doing the same, and I think that's just my content creator side. But when I go to tournaments it's usually Cammy and Chun-Li.
Nice. And what is it? Come around. Yeah, what is it about Cammy in this game particularly? I was talking about how obviously you're the third strike Chun-Li. You had a bit of the dive kick pressure with Rufus and Street Fighter 4. Is this kind of like both worlds coming together and just feeling right for Street Fighter 6?
I think it's more of just like because they finally made Cammy spin knuckle not trash. Because
it's good.
Historically that move has been garbage, right? But now it's so good against the top characters in the game. If you look at the top characters, they're all projectile based characters. So that's kind of why I picked Cammy, just because like if you're gonna try to like use your projectiles and everything like that, you have to be really careful. Just because reactions is the thing. So that's kind of why I like Cammy so much. She just counters the top tier characters, or at least fight them really well.
Speaking of reactions, you've had some pretty marvelous ones. Able to react to some empty jumps, some dive kicks, a lot with that DP. Any recommendation on how to kind of improve? Is it just the practice?
Obviously practice helps a lot because the more you practice, the more like muscle memory you'll get and awareness. But anytime when I'm like playing in neutral and I'm fighting against a character that has like a dive kick or something, I'm always buffering DP. So when I'm like going like back forward, I'm not really doing back forward. I'm doing back and then doing DP motion and then going to half circle back. So like, because so when I go forward, if I see you do something, then I'll just press kick, DP comes out. If you throw a fireball, when I hit back, then I press punch, then a spin knuckle comes out.
Interesting.
And that's huge because I was saying earlier, you know, when you're walking forward, you're already doing one input of the DP. It makes it a little bit quicker. This is just more insight for that top player mindset when you guys are having trouble stopping and anti-airing in this game is going to be huge.
Yeah, it's naturally tough in general, but like if you really practice it, it helps a lot. Like I would tell people like if you have trouble anti-airing, then just play the next like match you play, focus on anti-airs and don't think about like trying to win. Because if you're trying to win, then you're gonna kind of flowchart back to the same strategies where you just have poor anti-airs. But if you just focus on like, let me just anti-air and see how many I can land, and then once I get comfortable, then I could start adding that into my strategy.
Nice. Justin, we won't take too much of your time. I do want to ask you one last question here. You know, we just went through EVO. We just went through the Gamers 8 tournament. There's been a lot of conversation about JP and the meta of this game and whatnot. Where do you stand right now with Street Fighter 6 and just a few months into the game?
I love this game. I feel like I haven't played a game like in terms of just like that feeling of wanting to play, maybe because the netcode's so good. It's just the characters also are just really amazing. I just like anytime I'm traveling, I'm like, man, I wish I was home playing ranked match. Like that's how much I love playing online Street Fighter 6.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I know people complain about, you know, Twitter always complains about like JP or balancing. I'm just like, bro, like every character is good. Like every character is viable. Like the fact that like you can pick the worst character in the game and still like beat people. Maybe you won't win Evo, but you can still definitely beat people, right? Look, if you look at Snake Eyes, his Zangief is amazing, and Zangief is considered the worst character in the game. Just have fun with it, you know. Maybe because I'm a casual tryhard now. That's I guess I'm not really joining the conversation online with just like, oh, this character is broken, this character's that. I'm just trying to play some games, man. That's what it comes down to. So yeah, I mean, big shout out to all of you guys for running this tournament, commentating. You know, Alex Vi for running the CPT World Warrior. You know, it gives me another thing to do during my time in Canada.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
And you know what? It's okay. We don't need to join those Twitter conversations. Twitter is a trash heap. So thank you for joining us. Congratulations on your huge win. And yeah, as you know, I hope to see you guys and in the future events, of course, because you want to rack up those points to get that big payout at the end. And of course, I wish you and your family well as you come over this unfortunate COVID time. But
yeah,
you guys got this.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm good now. It's just more of just having to do double duty. It's just the tough part. But other than that, I mean, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Exactly. All right, we don't want to take up any more of your time. Hopefully everyone gets a great dinner and some great sleep, and we'll see you next time.
All right, see you in a few weeks.
Thank you, Justin.
Peace.
All right, so